Hello guys, my name is Akwe Samuel. I'm a product designer and I've been around for a while. Yeah. So yeah, the goal of this video is simply to break Lean UX and help you, you know, help broaden the understanding because I released a couple of motion graphics videos and I hope they help so far. But feedback is I think I need to give them a more comprehensive breakdown on how it works, why it works. They can't just take all that. There's a lot going on in the animation. It's just coming into you. So basically, this is why I'm here to break it down in a more simpler and more comprehensive manner. Now, why is Lean UX important to Agile teams? That's just the answer. Software production is continuous now. We're gone are the days whereby you have to wait a year before you get an update on the software. Gone are the days whereby when we were young we had this Microsoft Word, Excel, and we're using all these softwares, and we had to wait till the next year to see what they had for us. Back then it wasn't that long. We didn't really have. We could wait. I don't know. Was time faster then, or I don't know, our need for it was just I think that was just the culture then. You just wait for next year. But these days you open the same softwares, boom, the update is already there, and you're just using it. They just get you in line with it and all that. Sometimes people do this launch, this pre-launch or something, and they tell you something new is coming and all that. I think Figma did that a while back. And that's when something revolutionary is coming into play. So yeah, so these days software is just updates at the palm of your hands. You open your phone, you see so apps have been updated, new small tweaks here and there, and through it you get actual live feedbacks from customers and users, and that's where we're getting to in the world today. And that's my reason for this video, because despite the world moving globally in this approach, a lot of Nigerian companies seem to be stuck in the old approach. And even though it's not the traditional waterfall, it's kind of like advanced waterfall with downgraded agile. I feel the world. I feel the word agile was what really killed us. I don't know, I'm talking of my area, maybe Africa or Nigeria to be precise. I think the word kind of killed us. People see the word agile and they think speed. And the reason for agile is actually collaboration and shared understanding. Let us collaborate and get these things out there. Now, agile still involves a little bit of quickness, but when they talk about quickness, they're talking about how soon can you get the MVP to the customers. How soon can we get a working product to the customers? And I think we just misunderstood that part and be like, how fast can you walk? That's where the little misconception comes in. So a lot of people walk under intense pressure without understanding what or why or how they're building a product. They just want to get this thing go live, and most of these products meet a lot of backlash online. They meet a lot of problems pushing to live. They meet a lot of errors, and all that just adds to the time being worked on product and makes everybody exhausted. We don't want to work that. Building a product that serves customers should be interesting, should be knowledgeable, should be fun. I believe it should be fun because I enjoy researching and understanding users. So I think that's the approach most of us should do. Now, just like I said, the process has changed, and the goal these days is to deliver and discover a product continuously. So continuous iteration, and in order to do that, we need to learn products quickly and understand how it will serve a customer, and also improve in terms of quality. So now you don't want to. So I know there are lots of solutions that are out there these days. I think the only revolutionary introduction is AI. So if you bring in AI, which we've already seen a couple of AI approach and prompts, I think these days we just want to I think that's the niche now that's trending. Everyone wants to put AI or some form of AI in their software product. But what we're saying is that a lot of the basic solutions that could be solved technologically has pretty much been covered. So most times when you're releasing a product, you already have some sort of competitor out there that is serving a similar solution. Even if you're trying to, like, professionalize or give them something, or you always say your product is different, but it's pretty much the same. You have to raise the expectation and the quality. And the problem with most companies today is they prefer to add more features. They feel the number of features is going to improve the interest in the customer, but they forget that as a user, most times when we use one product, we only have one or two singular goals. People go on different apps for one or two reasons. There's never a solution where someone says, in this one app I could do this and do that and do this and do that and do this. They prefer that diversity. Let me do this for this, let me do this for that, let me handle this here, let me handle this there. So the idea of launching as many features into one app does not really serve the customer need. But there are some things that they do, and I think that's a common trend, is most products that offer some sort of similar experience, they tend to copy one another. For example, I took Snapchat stories. I think Snapchat were the first people to start stories. I might be wrong, but I think they were the ones that started it. But now we have stories in Facebook, we have stories in WhatsApp, we have stories in Instagram. Twitter tried to do it, but I think it didn't work for their niche, their kind of people. So they switched to Spaces, which kind of worked for them because of the kind of service they offer. So it's what you do. You understand your rivals and try and give them that experience, and you understand your needs to the customer. So you're not just understanding the competitors, it's understanding the need of the customer. This sort of feature will offer this need to this customer, and you improve the quality, because some people prefer doing their video calls on WhatsApp, others prefer doing it on Snapchat. It's just the experience each of them have to do it, and that's what's kind of like adjust their decisions and all that. So without further ado, let's talk about Lean UX and what it's about. Lean UX is primarily the evolution of product design and team collaboration. Just have been echoing in the past. It was brought in as an approach for us to use when proper agile methodology is being practiced. So that's a way where the product design can collaborate properly with the team. That's whoever is in the team, PMs, the developers, the stakeholders, the marketers, everybody. So like I said, you have a design, your agile software, and your startup thinking. And yeah, that's another approach where Lean UX was coming to help, speed up the approach, because startups like to work with a lot of pace, and sometimes the pace can be unrealistic, sometimes it can be too fast, sometimes it's really just startup. That's basically it. But with Lean UX, it gives you that ability to understand and to effectively work with the environment you find yourself in. I'm not saying to work in any environment. There are some startups that are lost cause. I'm not going to give it that, it's going to work everywhere. It would help, but sometimes you might find yourself in environments that it's not just progressive. It's not your fault, it's just probably who's in charge. So the aim is to figure out new needs with maximized learning, continuous discovery, and customer feedback. So take a look at that. Figure out new needs, maximize learning, and that learning involves learning from everybody, the team, learning from the market, continuous discovery, and most especially customer feedback. Where we are right now, customer feedback is highly ignored. And I'm saying this because the approach we use is we want to build everything, but what's important and what's not, we throw it at them, and in one way, we don't listen to them. We assume what they want. There's a lot of assumptions with most of the products being produced today. We define what we think people like based on probably the environment we find ourselves in. So we're not having like a wilder perspective. We're having a narrow perspective, and that's the problem with today's agile practice and thereabout. Now, Lean UX requires shared understanding. Designers, developers, and product managers have to work together. make decisions faster, and have strategic conversation. The thing is, what you know as a designer and what you understand as a developer and what you understand as a PM are very important for a product. The truth is, no one can be undermined. As much as we like to proclaim and say our job is more important than the other, without me as a developer, your product will not even exist in the first place. And designer will say, without me as a designer, your product will not be intuitive or aesthetically pleasing to your target audience. And the PM be like, without me, y'all will be working anyhow. You won't have anything going on and all that. Fine, we all have our significant importance. But what we should do to release a better product is work together. And you have to remove that egoistic approach. And yeah, I'm talking to the PMs right now, because I don't know where you got that entitlement, whereby you feel you are you're in charge. I'm taking it from you. You're in charge. You're the one running things. But if you do not collaborate with your developers and your designers, you would struggle. It's what I say. One thing that I found out with PMs that go far and PMs that don't go far is the collaboration part. There's some PMs that I've worked with, if they should wake me around 12 midnight, I'll be up. I'll be like, yeah, because when he's coming with like significant, data or a significant perspective, and he's not just telling me that, oh, this is what I want. He's telling me that, man, will be very helpful for the product we're working on. He's not just giving me vague assumptions. He's actually using this to back, and you are saying, I'll be like, wow, this will be nice to work. There are some PMs that every single minute, second, they are giving you the assumption, oh, I think it'll be like the next hour, oh, take it back, oh, let's try it again before. You just make your team run in circles without actually removing anything that. So that brings us to the last point. Instead of talking about features, discuss how best it would work. It's very important to really, and I say this, it's very important to really look at how your product serves the market. I think that's something that is missing, and that's why I said a lot of the approach today is rolling out too many features, because they feel the more the features, the more the delight, and that's not true. If you look at the best products we have in Nigeria today, the products that are doing well serve one or two needs. Talk about the OPs and pay stacks, but we do a lot of transactions over here, and we just have similar needs. The transfers, payments, it's just this. Someone wants to do payment, Uber, e-commerce, and put it together, just kill everybody. Even the Ubers and other things, they're just serving, because we need to transit here a lot of times. So Ubers are kind of like something that is very important in where I am in Lagos, Nigeria. We tend to move around a lot, and car is high. So yeah, the Ubers are affordable based on the source of income though. But what we're saying is, in order to use the software as a service, they're offering one thing. I wouldn't want to use an Uber. Basically, most of them want to use an Uber that you can order online, that you can shop and you can buy breakfast. It's too much. Maybe in your Uber, you book a food to come and meet you at the office. Have a very structured approach. So yeah, not many features would serve customer needs. It's how best it will work. If many features will work, then now this brings me to the last part, and like I said, it's just going to be an introductory phase. We talk about a lot of things like the foundation and the principles moving forward. But yeah, the mindset of lean UX, and I think this is where I get the confidence to design these days, because the initial solution is probably wrong. So it gives me, the problem with most design, that's why a lot of designers face this design block, is they want it to be perfect, and there's no such thing. Even if the first design looks perfect, if you work on it over and over and over again, you find out that it keeps improving, and that's what design is all about. Continuous iteration and collaboration will help you figure out the right path to take. That's what lean UX is all about. It's just the way we work. So when you're working on a solution, or working on a problem rather, and you want to deliver a solution, you should be more interested on how it will serve, how it will work, how it will help the target audience. And so when you have that approach, you are able to whip out something and be like, does this work? Does this run a review iterations? You take it back, oh, so I will do this like this. Significantly, you'll find out that that solution keeps on improving. And that's why collaboration, shared understanding, continuous iteration will improve the working style. So yeah, this will come to the end of my video, and like I said, I'm going to be releasing more comprehensive video. I hope this was very helpful. If it was, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's have a great time moving forward. Bye.